Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading. As always, I hope you're doing well. And Pisces, if you're new here, my name is Joe and I'll be doing your reading for all Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, okay? As usual, please always keep in mind that my readings are timeless and they are general. So just take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. The best time for you to watch or listen to my readings is when you come across them or if a title catches your attention. That's why they're timeless and that's usually how it always works. Pisces, do feel free to browse my channel. You might want to check some of the previous readings that I have done for your sign. But more than anything, do check what other signs you have, any other placements. Mostly Moon, Rising, and Venus. Then you can go ahead and check out some of the readings that I've done specifically for those signs. Mostly if you're having a hard time finding a reading that resonates with you at this current moment of your life, sometimes that happens, and it usually means that your messages are just simply coming stronger from those placements. It all depends on your current life path and journey. So yeah, it's always good to check your other placements, Moon, Rising, and Venus mostly, okay? Don't just focus on your sun sign. And Pisces, last but not least, please do subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. I would truly appreciate it very much. It's always the best way to support a channel and help it grow. And thank you to all of you who have already liked, commented, subscribed, and for your kind donations. I truly appreciate all of your support. Thank you very, very much. All right, Pisces. All right. Pisces, you've got the Two of Cups as the starting energy of your reading, or the current energy that you're dealing with, or the heart of the matter, okay? Two of Cups is about I don't know why I get this. This is something between you and someone else. Healing, forgiveness, communication. It's a relationship, a partner, a family member. It could be between you and a sibling. Something that has to be worked out together. Okay. Let's see. The energy that's crossing could be a challenge or blockage is the Six of Wands. Pisces, I think sometimes you feel like you're not, you won't have victory, or you're not somehow, you sometimes feel lonely and not supported. You have a hard time feeling successful or believing that there will be success and victory in a situation. Okay. I sense some energy around you. Might be, something or someone doesn't want the best for you. Still, there is this something that has to be done between you and someone else, or maybe something else. Let's see. Grounding your conscious mind, you are aware of this, you're constantly thinking about is the moon. That's you. That's Piscean energy. That's your major arcana. There's all this fear, insecurities, doubts. Again, I get this energy of you. I think sometimes you really feel like you're not supported. I think sometimes you really feel like you are very lonely, in the dark. You always have these fears and insecurities around you about everything in your life. And it's really, it's making things hard for you to you feel some type of victory or success, or you're trying to reach this and you're having a hard time getting there. Something has to be balanced, something has to be worked out here. You don't have to make peace with anything or anyone. You don't, but there's something has to be worked out so that things can be balanced. Okay? The moon talks always about these mysteries, these fears, the unseen, sometimes things that are, they're not clear. Things are not as clear as they would under this, on a brighter light like the sun, right? There might be some type of it's like it's not a solid vision. That's okay, don't worry. I'm just, but yeah, it's this energy of uncertainty it's always there in your mind, and it's not really helping you. Divine wants you to focus more on this, okay? This is in your subconscious mind below you. It's the Five of Swords. I think you're being told to walk away from any type of drama, negative energies that try to poke at you. Don't engage with, I see what's happening here. Something has to be worked out, but in the sense that there has to be some type of interchange or exchange. Something is not balanced here between you and someone else. That's it. And this is part of why you might feel alone and not supported. You are very uncertain of what's going to happen, or what's going to, you're not sure of how things are going to turn out. This is why we've got the Six of Wands challenging you. Pisces, do not engage or feed this energy. Just drop your swords and ignore it. Some of you might be dealing with some type of person that you have to be. Do you know the term gray rock? When you're almost no contact with a person, or maybe you have to go no contact, fully no contact. This is not about giving the silent treatment to anyone or anything like that. Silent treatment is usually done mostly by a narcissistic individual. In your case, you have to go no contact because it's going to be the best thing in your favor. Or gray rock. Gray rock is like when you just, you just send messages by, very short messages without even saying please or thank you. Okay? It's not about being, I forgot the word. I'm sorry about that. But it's not about being uneducated by not saying those, unkind, but I think the situation has reached the point where it has to be this way. Because I think you have to, it's like setting a boundary and a distance of just a very limited communication. But there's still something has to be worked out here, okay? But it's going to have to be done in a very careful manner. There's a lot of tactics in this. Like I said, without saying thank you, please, none of that. Just very rarely under very certain circumstances. But yeah, I think you're just gonna have to, it's like I give up with this. I'm not gonna deal with this anymore, and I'm not gonna allow it to get the best of me. Okay. Okay. Behind you, recent past, where you're coming from, or you're leaving behind, should be leaving behind, or the reason why you're going through this. It's the Tower moment, Scorpio energy. Absolutely, Pisces. I think something just recently happened. It was very shocking, not just for you, but maybe for other individuals. This really shook everything. But this is meant to be, or it had to happen. This is divine. This is divine intervention at its best. I don't know why. Some of you, there might be something within a home or a family, because the Tower can represent a foundation, a family, a home, and it wasn't built on a solid foundation. That's the thing. Yeah, it's meant to come apart. It's meant to fall apart. Okay, this is not meant for you anymore, and this is meant to get you out of the situation. Maybe even get you and others out of the situation. Okay, but this was meant to happen. Whatever happened recently or is happening right now, just understand that, don't let it scare you. Don't let it shock you. If it hasn't happened, just be prepared. You will see when that moment comes. And understand that everything's going to be okay. Especially if you see this as something that will help you. The energy that's in front of you, where you're headed to, or what's coming towards you in your future, for some of you it's the Hangman, Piscean energy also. Pisces, yeah, Pisces, don't get stuck waiting on something to fix itself on its own. Don't stay hanging for something to resolve or work out on its own. Don't stay stuck waiting on a false hope. It's time. This is happening also for you to get you out of a very uncomfortable situation that you've been stuck on for quite some time already. This divine intervention is to finally give you the enlightenment and prepare you for something new in your life. Okay? Maybe some of you are, going after divorce. It could be, because I can also read this card upside down. I always read all cards both ways. But as soon as I pulled this card, I didn't feel that it was something, as I usually feel it. This time I felt it not in the best way. But it's something that's not working out. But still, there's something that has to be done here between you and this other individual or situation. Something has to be exchanged, or something has to be worked on. But it doesn't mean that you have to come into union with them or anything like that. I think this is to just finally close something. It could be even legal matters. I don't know. Okay? But this is all happening so that you can release yourself from a situation. You've been hanging upside down in this for quite some time already. And please do not stay stuck waiting on a false hope that maybe something will change for the better. Okay. You're meant to, I think you've had enough. Pisces, I think you've had enough of whatever it is that you're dealing with, and it's time for you to just drop your swords and say, I'm done with this. I cannot deal with this, and you're not meant to. Okay? That's why we have this tower. That's why we have this divine intervention. Okay? But you are uncertain of what's going to happen, and you do feel very lonely. You can feel that. You might have people around you who love you and support you, but you still feel very, very lonely, scared, unsupported somehow, because you're constantly thinking about this moon card, this uncertainty, this fears, this anxiety, not knowing what's going to happen. This is how you should see yourself or respond to the situation. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Absolutely, Pisces. You have invested a lot of time and energy or effort in a situation that has not given you anything in return. They're telling you it's time for you to stop investing so much in this, and it's not worth it. The Pentacles are not the fruition. The Pentacles are your energy that you have invested into these vines. The vines are meant to have grapes in them. There are all other Pentacle cards that have grapes in them. This one doesn't. It means that you have invested a lot of time in something that has not given you anything in return. It's time for you to understand this and to be real and accept the situation. Okay? It's dead. It's dead, done, over. Don't sit there, don't stand there just looking at it, waiting to expect a miracle. No, this is why this is why there was this divine intervention. Now you have to go with the flow of this. Okay? And accept it. I know your fear and your lack of hope, faith, that everything's going to turn out fine for you is not helping you, okay? Just because we have this card challenging you doesn't mean that it's going to happen. This is in your mind. And I think you are probably making things far worse than what they really are. And I understand you're a Pisces. And we Pisces strive in that fear. That's where we spawn, right? But that's the energy that we have to learn to work on. So that we can then finally learn to put ourselves first, and to not stay stuck on other things. This is another lesson in your life where you have to start seeing that it's not about others, and it's more about you and your time and your energy. This is the energy that's surrounding you, it's influencing you, it's inspiring. It's the World card. So right off the bat, I can't say more clearly than you're meant to close the cycle. You're meant to close a big chapter in your life. This is about finally closing a big cycle in your life to have a new beginning. And I think that even for some of you, I think even when you leave this, there's going to be some type of renewal within you where you're going to start. Some of you might want to or will be traveling. Something's going to happen that traveling, if not, it's just I do have a sense of a very new, different way of living for many of you. I think you are being released from something that's karmic here. Yeah, that's why it's the Hangman. This is being released from a situation that you were meant to be suspended in for quite some time, until some type of clarity or until some type of a lesson would come in, or you gain some type of knowledge through this process, and I think that you have already accomplished that. And now it's time. Divine is releasing you so that then you can now have this new beginning, another chapter in your life. Okay? In your hopes and fears, you got the Six of Cups. The situation that you're in is not meant for you anymore. And I think this is what you're afraid of. Maybe, having this as the heart of the matter is also telling you that you're meant to be somewhere else where things are more equal. Okay? Because the situation where you're at, it's not. You see how one child is taller than the other and has to bend down over for the other one? This is when you outgrow something, when you're not meant to be in a situation anymore. It's not meant for you anymore. Some of you, I think, are fearing that, This is having to say goodbye to something. You are probably very emotionally attached to it, but I don't think it emotionally makes you, it fulfills you anymore. I don't think it makes you happy anymore, but you are just emotionally attached to it, and you are afraid of saying goodbye to this, or putting an end to this. You don't want to. I feel this type of childlike innocence. It's like, but God, I've been in this for so long. I don't want to say goodbye to it. Maybe for some of you are wishing to finally say goodbye. This could be saying goodbye. Okay, it could be saying goodbye to a family member. Maybe a sibling, maybe something. Maybe someone you grew up with. But you know that it's not the way it used to be. It's no longer part of your life, and it's time for you to say goodbye. And that's probably what you are fearing, or probably even hurting you. But it happens, Pisces. It happens even in the best families. Okay. Pisces, the energy that's in your outcome or advice is the Seven of Wands. And they're telling you that you just have to keep fighting for what you believe in. Stay strong. Don't give up. Okay? Pisces, you are in a very high ground. You are in a higher position. I don't think you are aware of this for some of you. This is where you gain your victory. Once you realize this, because it's after the Six of Wands. And if you stay there, if you stand your ground, you don't allow anything to drag you down to the level or lower your vibration, This is about just continue growing, continue working on yourself, keep putting that hard work on yourself, okay? And don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your visions, your desires. Don't let anything get the best of you, okay? Not even your own fears. Just stay strong, be strong, and keep standing your ground. Four of Cups is that energy of not being happy the way things have turned out for some of you. Like I said, sometimes it happens. That's what life is all about sometimes. And this is where part of our lessons come from. But you're not meant to just sit and stay like this for the rest of your life, No. Actually, they're telling you that you're meant to, it's time for you to seize new opportunities and have new beginnings. There's new opportunities for you. But it's all up to you. You don't have to dwell on this past or whatever happened, or how things turned out, or how things manifested. Okay? It's time for you for this new stable beginning. I think some of you, there's Pisces, some of you are receiving some type of support. I don't know what it is. It could be financial, it could be something. And you're meant to grab this to start a new life. And this is part of why you're going through all of this. It's to set you free, to release you, and to finally start something new. And don't be afraid of starting small, and for some of you by yourselves. Okay? Don't fear being alone. It's very important to learn to be alone. And I know you feel that way. You feel alone and unsupported. But you have to learn to embrace that and understand that life is a very lonely journey where we have to learn from it, you know. Yes, we have all the right to be with others, but you know what it's like to be alone. And it sucks. It sucks for a lot of us. We Pisces hate being alone. But it gives you some type of, I guess, wisdom and clarity. It helps. And it's part of your path. Okay? Look at the Hermit Virgo energy, which is that energy of being alone. Embrace it. It's the only way you're going to find answers, and it's the only way you're going to grow wiser. Some of you are already very wise souls. Yes, yeah. I know you feel lonely and unsupported. I get this energy again with this. Noah, when he was in the ark, you know, he used to speak with God. And for some period of time, God stopped talking to Noah. There was a purpose for this. Noah had to find answers on his own. When he needed most, these answers is when God stopped talking to him. And this is part of, you know, if you feel lonely and unsupported, it's because it's not God or divine or your guides punishing you. Or it doesn't mean that they're angry with you. No, it's because you're meant to find some type of clarity and answers, and you're meant to go through this period of loneliness to become stronger, wiser. Okay? And then once you get the clarity and the answers, then boom, you'll be connected with divine even more, much stronger, in a much stronger way. But yeah, embrace this loneliness, embrace the mystery, and don't be afraid. Everything's going to be okay, but do keep your distance. Okay, don't engage with these lower vibrational energies. Stand your ground, fight for what you believe in. Set boundaries. If you have to set boundaries, set boundaries. I think you do for some of you. Or you've been setting boundaries and I think you've been doing a good job. Maybe this is what caused this tower moment. And you have to continue doing this until you will be released. You will be released from this. Okay? Okay, let's get additional messages, advice, or warnings from this other deck. Just in case I'm missing something. There's something else I need to see. And then we will close your reading with the Dream Decoder Oracle deck. Right. What other messages do you have for Pisces regarding this reading or situation, please? If there's something else you need to know, what would it be, please? Thank you. What else? What else for Pisces, please? Anything else for Pisces? Thank you. Thank you. All right, Pisces. Pisces, you got the World card below this deck. You're meant to close the cycle. You're meant to give yourself the proper closure. Don't wait also on someone or something to give you the closure. No, don't waste your time on that. Okay, don't waste your time anymore on this. Just accept that something has come to an end and it's time for a new beginning. Really, I really have a feeling that something big is coming your way. You just don't see it yet. Okay. So I got 3 major arcanas and 1 minor arcana. So 8 of Wands is, again, after the 7 of Wands. This is also, just embracing these changes, going with the flow, going with the changes. Accept these changes. Don't fear this Tower moment. It's meant to set you free. This is divine intervention to release you from something karmic. Finally, I think some of you have accomplished. That's what it is. I think if this is your last life, it might be that this is finally all your karmic debts have been cleared and purged. Okay? And this is probably why there's all this fear and anxiety and not knowing and uncertainty and not feeling so lonely and unsupported, because this is the big one. But you're meant to close the cycle here and just embrace the changes. Okay? Don't fear these changes. Everything's going to be okay. Then we've got the Full, which is right after the World. We start all over again. It's time for a new beginning. It's like a little white dog, The white dog, we see it as a guide or an angel, telling you that they will be there with you, next to you. No matter how far you go, they'll go as far as you want to go. They will keep you company, okay? They are cheering you. They are, and remember to remember your playfulness, your innocence, and your sense of humor. Your sense of humor. And your weirdness. I always say that, stay weird, be weird. You're a weird sign, you can't help it, stay weird. That will always help you survive. But your sense of humor is very important, Pisces. Okay? Always don't lose your sense of humor and your innocence. That's why he's got that white rose in his hand. Barely see it here, but you can see it on other cards, That's the white rose of York, which means innocence. Okay, then you got the Hierophant, which is Taurus. You are protected. You are being watched over. No, you're not alone. Keep having faith and trust. Okay, you're not alone. You are being supported. God and divines or your guides have seen what you've been through, and you're being handed some keys here to unlock new beginnings, the doors to something new. And well, guess what? Your time is now. Okay? Things are trying to turn in your favor, Pisces, but it's time for you to take advantage of this opportunity. If there's something that you have to still do, finish, wrap up, this is also about wrapping things up, or accepting, giving yourself a closure about something, accepting an ending, then do it, please. That's the only way that this Wheel of Fortune will work in your favor. Pisces, you are being released from something. Okay, let's close your reading with a dream decoder. Remember that whatever dream meaning comes out, whether you've had this dream or not, it doesn't matter. And just take the message as the best resonates for you. It doesn't have to be related or correlated with the reading in any way, shape, or form. So you got family, okay? I don't know why. So family says, if you dream of a family member, this might be related to issues between you. However, there might be a less direct meaning. If you dream of your father and he's a figure of authority for you, this might suggest you need to bring more discipline into your life. If you dream about your mother and she's a nurturing person, maybe you need to take better care of yourself. If your brother or sister is outgoing and you're introverted, a dream about them could suggest you aspire to their qualities. Every family member can represent an aspect of you, of your own personality. If you dream of family members arguing, this might reflect tensions within your own psychological makeup. Recurring dreams about parents might suggest you need to be more independent of them. Dreams of children often reflect fears about their safety or success, or the possibility they are moving away from you. Pisces, I hope that helps you somehow. But more than anything, I do sure hope this reading helps you and it gives you the guidance and the answers that you are seeking at this moment of your life. And if you do like it and enjoy it, please do hit the like button and leave me a comment. I would truly appreciate it very much. And Pisces, as usual, I hope to see you next time. And please do stay safe, be happy, and stay very blessed. Goodbye.